Welcome back to Better or Worse Than Transformers. We take the movie or TV show and tell you whether it's better or worse than the most mediocre movie ever made. I'm your host, Joseph. With me are my co-hosts, Ian.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
And Christian.
What's up?
So this week we told you that we were going to do the Oceans movies, but then we realized they're not that fun, so we're going to do prequels instead.
I disagree.
I watched Ocean's 11 before you made this call. I'm changing in protest. Ocean's 11's a fun romp heist movie. George Clooney looks incredible in it. Brad Pitt is suave, but I think we have a better idea.
The Oceans movies are fine. I just didn't want to commit 5.5 hours of my life to rewatching them.
We'll eventually get back to it, I hope, when they do Oceans 14.
So this week we're going to be addressing prequels, which, if you're not familiar, are sequel movies that address things that happened before the movie that
I don't think we needed to.
Oh, no, we're going to be doing definitions.
I think you have to.
There are exceptions.
You insulted our audience a little bit with that explanation.
You say that. I was trying to refresh my memory of like all the prequels there were, and a lot of them were like first movies. Like they have like best prequels, and it would be like the first movie in a series.
We'll get into that. So we'll be going through those, telling you some of the good ones and a lot of the bad ones. But before we get into that, Ian, you got any news for us?
Yeah. There's some cool stuff that's coming out. Some cool news running around Hollywood. There's a new Wreck-It Ralph trailer that got released, I think, in the last day or two.
This morning.
Yeah, I think it was this morning.
And I know you guys have seen it. Mm-hmm. I think it has the Disney princess.
It's got all the Disney princesses in it.
So
it's got Iron Man in it.
What are you guys thinking?
And stormtroopers in it.
Yeah,
Jones,
stormtroopers.
Where are you at?
Dude, I loved it. It looks like so much fun. It's definitely like Disney's very self-aware that they own everything we love. There's a scene when what's-her-face and Ralph first like enter the internet, and there's like a whole like laundry row of places, and one's like Star Wars World, Marvel World, Disney World. Like it just is like
that sounds cool.
It's just very aware, and the princess bit is fun, and the stormtroopers are fun. I don't know, the whole thing looks. And
you're right.
Address the name, which
they
I
own
thought
everything.
Was a horrible name, like Ralph breaks the internet.
Yeah.
And they make fun of that in the movie, and I don't know, it's funny. I liked it.
Joseph,
I also really liked it as like a. Hang on, I'm gonna claim myself as a tech nerd. I'm not really a tech nerd, but I really like the fact that when they get
difference of opinion on that.
I like the fact that when they get sent to the internet through the router, they get put in little packets like your actual internet data. That made me happy. But I don't know. I mean, it's exactly the same thing. Again, they're super banking on all of the other properties that you like that they own, and I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that.
If this movie's a showcase of Disney owning, all of the movies we grew up loving, and Star Wars and Marvel, and they throw all that in there, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, no, it looks like fun, man.
A fun hour and a half. Next thing is Solo. It just has not taken with the general public.
No.
I think it did less than 30 million week 2, which is a 66% decline, which is steep. Usually big movies will drop between 50 to 60%. Mm-hmm. 66 is on the wrong end of that.
Right.
So I know it did bad in China. It opened in third place with I think less than 20 million. This movie probably won't make $500 million, which is pretty insane worldwide.
Yeah.
Which is pretty insane for a Star Wars movie. I still think the more I think about it, it came too close to Last Jedi, and people hate Last Jedi. The more people I talk to at work, I have a lot of kids. Everyone seems to hate Last Jedi. Everyone I talk to hated Last Jedi.
I would argue that it's very split in the sense that it's almost 50-50.
Even the people that like it say, I liked a lot of it, but there's a lot I didn't like.
Yeah,
that's where I fall.
Even the people that liked it know there's... So, I don't know. I think people are still digesting that movie, and 5 months after, it was stupid. There's no movie in Christmas. This movie would have made so much more money in Christmas.
Definitely. I also agree with Christian in that they just didn't allow themselves enough time for marketing for this movie. Yep. Like it
ran up on Infinity War
exactly
for no reason, because with the director dropping out, they had so many excuses to bump this back.
Agreed.
Even at a late date, they could have bumped this back.
You probably could have left everything else the same and just moved the date, and it would have been better. I went back and kind of did some research. Because surprisingly, right after last weekend, there was a stat that it was like the 4th highest grossing Memorial Day opening ever. And we were talking about how bad it bombed and stuff like that. Movies don't do well on Memorial Day weekend.
Really?
No. Last Memorial Day was Baywatch and Pirates of the Caribbean 4.
Yeah, it's the biggest since Pirates 4. It's the biggest opening, which was 2014.
That's weird.
Which kind of explains why everything else avoided it.
I
remember they saw a wide open weekend.
The last Memorial Day I remember doing good was the X-Men one, Future Past. But even that was not huge. It was like $100 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's never been a huge one.
Right.
It's just traditionally not a good weekend for movies. So it's just a further reason why choose to do it. I'm sure because they thought the name Star Wars would overcome that. But
From what people, I don't listen to the podcast, but people told me I shitted on Solo pretty hard. People have texted me, but I think I watched it again. It's fun.
I don't think you came down crazy hard on it.
2 people have said that my panties were in a bunch when I watched Solo.
Wow.
Well, this is on the news list, but did you guys hear the rumor that, like the fan theory, I think they confirmed today that L337
L337
is downloaded into the Millennium Falcon, and then I guess in Empire Strikes Back, C-3PO's downloading something off the Millennium Falcon and says that, well, you have an unusual dialect.
Yep.
So now they're saying that she's stuck in the Millennium Falcon.
It's canon.
What do you guys think about that?
I like it.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
It's
And it's a nice little cool thing.
Yeah, it's a cool way of taking those like small lines of dialogue and like, offering a little bit more meat to them.
That was the whole Solo movie.
Yeah.
You know?
In a lot of ways. Yeah.
I like it. So I think it fits in. Next bit of news, and I'm pretty excited about this. This broke about 4 hours ago, is Helena Bonham Carter is going to be cast as the Bond villain in the one directed that's being shot right now. It's actually going to come out next year, so this thing's going to move quick.
And so is that official
Danny
that she's
Boyle.
in it?
I didn't see it official.
No, it's not official because the article I read said that they're also looking at Angelina Jolie.
I'd rather have Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, from
Me
what
too.
It's like the studio wants one, Danny Boyle wants
Danny Boyle
the other.
probably wants Helena Bonham Carter, and the studio probably wants Angelina because she's the more bankable star.
I don't know if she is anymore.
Yeah.
But she we would do such a better job. She's the character actor.
Yeah.
She would make it her own. Like she would go crazy.
She'd
with
be
it.
a crazy
like
Bond
Bellatrix
villain.
Lestrange, but
Yeah.
as a Bond villain. Like
Yeah.
I'm totally into that.
Super down.
I also don't know what Angelina Jolie's shooting schedule's like. She just started Maleficent too, so if they're going to try to make a shoot
They're
schedule,
making him Maleficent too?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the first one made a lot of money.
It's a real thing.
and Sharto Copley will not be in this one. And he's my favorite part of the
I know
first
Danny Boyle with this. This is the last one with. I just want it to be good.
I'm
I hold these
optimistic.
movies. Like I talk about best prequels. Casino Royale is one of the best prequels.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about.
We will talk
yeah.
about that as we get into it.
Because I don't know, I think it'll be good. I hope so at least. I think. Oh, I thought Tex had heard about this, and he said there's never been a female main Bond villain.
That's not true.
There's people that have turned out to be villains that were females in the movies,
The
but
last
never.
Pierce Brosnan one had a female,
But never that was the outright like you knew going into the movie that she was the main villain. You know what I mean?
And Femi Jansen or whatever she was. In
Was
Goldeneye.
she like
She's
the
not
main?
the main, I guess.
Well, that's what I'm
but-
talking about. Like the main. Like there is no like Christoph. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to agree to disagree there. But
You could be wrong. Like I said, I didn't research it, but if that's true, that's interesting. Top Gun 2 is officially filming. They released a publicity photo, I know, on its
Yeah.
first day. That movie's going to make no money.
no one wants to see it.
Yeah. I don't know.
want to see it.
I think
I
it's about
can't say no.
it's about drones.
I'm
last I
curious.
heard.
That was the last rumor. I'm a military dude, and so I've been trying to figure out the timeline of this movie based on when Maverick would have entered the Navy and what year it is now, and that dude would have retired about 5 years ago. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope they do a volleyball scene is all I hope.
Of course they will.
Like a sweaty,
Homoerotic.
slicked up
It's
with
just-
baby oil.
The best parts of Top Gun are the parts with Goose. It's hard to imagine a whole movie without Goose.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe that actually is
I don't know.
I can't believe
Val
that's
Kilmer's-
really getting made. Is Goose in this?
No, he's dead.
Oh, yeah, Goose. I've only watched
You
that.
fly dangerous.
I've watched that one movie.
I mean, what if
One
he
time.
came back though?
He could.
Make it work. So I
only
bet
seen
you.
it
I'll
once?
tell you what this is. Like if I'm making this movie, this is Creed. So you turn.
Oh yeah.
You turn him into the Rocky Balboa mentor.
Oh, for sure. No, that's what
and
this
you
is.
bring in like
He's the flight instructor.
Yeah,
in this
what's
one.
you bring in
Tom-
Chris Hemsworth. You know what I mean? Or
Tom? What is his
Tom
name?
Holland.
No, not Tom Holland. In the first one, the like Snake Eyes or whatever his name
Yeah.
is. That's who Maverick
Yeah,
should
no,
be in
absolutely.
this movie.
But yeah, and you bring in a young hotshot, and he mentors him, and there's the young kid's got a daddy issue, and Tom Cruise gets to be the dad. I think it'll work.
I think you've written this movie.
Next is The Crow, which I really like the original.
It's cursed. Man.
It's the whole the movie
everything
is
with
cursed.
everything with The Crow has always been cursed. You know, even Brandon Lee dying on the original. So
Right.
I wouldn't want no parts of that. So Jason Momoa, who would have been great, was supposed to be starring in the remake, but now everyone's dropped out,
Yep.
and it's back to dead.
This movie has been in production hell for at least a decade.
Yeah.
If not more. Because I remember people being cast and dropping out of The Crow
Yeah.
2007 and 8 and 9.
Yeah.
And
I remember the
It's
original.
crazy.
Like the original's cool. So.
From what I understand, Jason Momoa, it's like his dream project, and he said that
perfect for
walking away from it was like the hardest decision he ever had to make, and when they can get it right, he'll come back. But until then, he can't do it. He's like, you're either going to do it the right way or I'm not going to do it. And so I guess there were some disagreements. And
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it was. They didn't say. And the last bit of news we have is Andrew Lincoln is leaving The Walking Dead. I just cancel the fucking thing.
I'm with you.
Just put the nail in.
Because Maggie's leaving too, right?
I think so.
No, I heard she's going to go part time.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be like 6 episodes because she's cast in an ABC pilot. But,
She's still going to leave this season, right? She's going to do 6 episodes. They kind of...
I don't know. I mean, they could do it different. You probably, most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else dies, so why wouldn't they Maggie?
That's what I don't understand.
Like, who do you have left now that you care about? If you take Maggie and Rich, like, who's left that you've invested character moments in? Everyone else is dead.
Daryl?
Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl.
Other than Daryl, though, because everyone, like Carl's dead, Glenn's dead.
I mean,
you know who's still alive is the warrior bitch who's way cooler.
Michonne, yeah.
Michonne. And all,
Yeah,
no, I
she's a
wasn't
movie
even
star now.
thinking about. I was thinking Carol.
Oh, Carol. Yeah.
Carol's cool. Like Carol's way cooler in the show than she is in the comic.
Now, I
books.
knew they moved Morgan over to Fear the Walking Dead.
So he's not on the show anymore either.
Yeah.
I don't
Did he
know,
die in the
that's
show? Or
Look, no offense to anyone who likes The Walking Dead.
No, please, offense to people who watch The Walking
not a
Dead.
good-
It's not a good
not a
show.
good
You're
show.
wrong. Watch a better show.
it hasn't
It's
been good
okay.
in so long.
It used to be good in the first season.
The first season's 6 episodes. You can do it in an afternoon. The rest of it's
It was
shit.
done by Frank Darabont. There was, but after that, yeah, it lost its way.
I'd very much argue the second season is the best season, but I know a lot of people hate the second season.
You know why that show was good in early on? Because the best part of that show was always Shane.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
John
like
Barenthal
Shane, yeah.
was always the best part.
Absolutely.
I like John Barenthal as an actor, man.
Like I forget what episode it is, but it starts off with him like shaving his head.
Yes.
And he had gotten back from the
Oh,
school, and
that's a good
I think
one.
he kills Dale in that episode. Oh, that's such a good episode.
That is a good one.
Yeah. Anyway, I like John Barenthal. I hope
do
the
too.
Punisher becomes a thing.
I
didn't watch the first season. But everyone tells me it's great.
Me neither. I gave up on those Netflix shows. I just can't do it.
I just want to go back and watch the first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead and then stop.
Me too. Watch John Barenthal cheat on Rick's wife.
Yeah.
Right away. I mean, we get right into that.
But yeah, that's all the news. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna
do prequels.
We didn't have anything. Was there anything else we were going to say and we didn't? Whatever.
Did we?
Oh, there's some big trailers coming out this week, but
What trailers?
Bumblebee tomorrow.
Bumblebee's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Halloween on Friday.
And
Is that the Rob Zombie Halloween?
No, it's the John C. Reilly Halloween.
What?
Yeah, John C. Reilly.
Wait, did Rob Zombie do Halloween or did he do something
He
different?
did Halloween 1 and 2.
And this is now another reboot? Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus.
It's a sequel because, what's her face? Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back.
Okay. Or they're going to bring back, what's his face?
Her
the guy
son?
who was in, he was in
I don't think so. I think she's going to have a daughter.
40
in this
Days
one.
and Nights about, he was like a heartthrob guy for a little bit.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember. his
Lucky
name.
number 11.
Yeah, I know. I can't say his. I can't know.
Josh Hartnett.
Oh, Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, dude, whatever happened to Josh Hartnett?
I don't know. He died on in Pearl Harbor.
He died in a Michael Bay movie and never came back.
Man, Lucky Numbers. That doesn't matter. I can't get into that. But Lucky Number 11 is a really good movie.
Yeah.
Who's that? Morgan Freeman and Ben Kingsley?
Yeah.
Dude, that is a good movie.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
Anyway.
good times.
Anyway.
I don't have anything else.
Anyway, so prequels. Our rules for this, as we've established, is going to be a prequel is something that's got to be the film itself has to be released after the film it's prequeling, and it's also got to be in the same universe.
Do reboots count?
Well, here are some things that I wrote down as not counting. So as far, because again, I was looking into this, probably the same things that you were looking into, and a lot of people were listing movies that were just before other movies.
Yeah, I
it's
had
like
a
that does not count. Like Rocky 1 is not a prequel to Rocky
Agreed.
2. That does not make sense.
No, dude,
No, it's a problem on the internet.
That was not a reputable site, guys.
The problem is there are multiple lists that are
That's not. So I'm not counting Batman Begins as a prequel.
Me neither. I hated that everyone kept including it.
Batman Begins is a prequel.
If it was a prequel to Michael Keaton's Batman, but it's not. It's a reboot.
Right, it's in a different universe.
Yep.
I'm not counting Captain America because even though it's before the events of the Marvel Universe,
That's
the
not a
film
pre-
came
that's-
after.
Yeah.
That's not.
I could see how you could count it, but
That
no.
could be a prequel, but it's not.
And then the
Casino Royale is a prequel.
I put Fast 4 through 6 on here, and realistically, those are actually
They are prequels.
We can fit those in later. The only one that I was like maybe on because they're tricksy sons of bitches is Star Trek.
No, that's a different universe.
Well, is it? See, that's the thing.
Spock is in both.
Right, it starts off in the same universe, and then they branch off.
It's the Kelvin universe, though.
It is the Kelvin universe, but Leonard Nimoy...
Oh, you see that poll?
Yeah, that was good. Leonard Nimoy is in both. I wouldn't include it, and I don't include Casino Royale.
No, Casino Royale is definitely a prequel.
Well, we can talk about it.
It all hinges on
What's your argument for why it fits into the prequel?
Because it could be a prequel to any of the James Bonds. They could just be, you know what I mean?
I disagree, and if Sean Connery had ended up being the guy like that he was supposed to be in Skyfall, and it turned out like James Bond was just like a name that's like passed down, I would agree with you.
That's still not how it was working, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
but this is it's just a James Bond movie. That's like all it is.
See, and I agree with because
it's his first mission. He gets his 00 status.
I know
it's a prequel. Guy.
My argument is if the Craig universe wasn't so cohesive,
it would just be a James Bond movie,
right? And just by the nature of the fact that they're all over the place timeline wise, you know, I don't know. That's a really just tough one because the James Bond universe is so one of a kind.
That movie's dope, though.
It is dope.
It is
the
good.
Beginning parkour fight scene.
If you count
the whole movie is good.
If you're willing to count it as a prequel, it's like it immediately is one of the best three.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what made him work as James Bond is like poker was so in when that came out too. Everyone's playing Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em was so popular.
Like everyone loved that movie because Texas Hold'em was so in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there are other things involved.
No, but that helped it out.
But that helped.
Yeah, it did.
Sexy macho Bond parkour and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about that movie.
Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen is so fucking good.
He's one of the best Bond villains.
Eva Green's really hot. She has femme fatale pretty much down.
Oh, for sure.
She was good in that movie.
Yeah.
Her betrayal made sense. We got off topic.
Yep.
Anyway.
Casino Royale is really good. It's better than Transformers.
It is.
Watch it.
So what we're going to do is we're each going to pick what we think is the best prequel. And then we'll just go through some other ones that vary from pretty good to awful. As for me, my very favorite one is X-Men First Class, which came, I don't actually know when it came out.
2011.
And I guess, actually, my same argument argued against myself here for the prequel status of this movie because the X-Men universe is also fucking, the timeline's all over the place. Prior to that, there had been X1, X2, X3, and there had actually been the X-Men Origins, I think. But we're not counting that in this anyway. But, you take it back to, what is it, the 60s?
Believe so.
And
Cuban Missile Crisis.
You started all over, new cast. You get Michael Fassbender, you get James McAvoy. The script's tight. The use of their powers is really good. Like, the story is actually just really compelling.
Matthew Vaughn, right?
Matthew Vaughn directed it. Also directed Kingsman and some other things.
Stardust.
Kick-ass.
I'm not using Stardust. I don't love Stardust.
I like that movie.
It's
Kick-ass.
fine. So anyway, I think, to me, that is the best X-Men film. It's my favorite one of all of the ones they've put out so far.
I would agree with that.
So that's my pick.
It's fine.
No, I like it a lot. It's enjoyable.
You're welcome to pick whatever you think is the best one, Ian. That's mine.
It's fine. I think X-Men First Class... Yeah, I like the cast. I could see it. I still think it's
Kevin Bacon's a great villain too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Kevin Bacon. Speaking German in like the first scene.
And also the girl from Mad Men.
Yeah, she was not good in it. But
January Jones. Who was she playing?
She was oh my god. Telepath turns into
Emma Frost.
Emma Frost.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who January Jones is.
She was in Mad Men.
I don't watch Mad Men.
All right, go, Ian. What's your favorite prequel?
I would say my favorite one is it's tough, but I would say Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I very much enjoy the Indiana Jones. I grew up watching those a lot with my brothers, and the second one definitely has. I think honestly it might be my favorite one, and I know it's not the best one. But there's a bunch of reasons I say that. The opening music scene is just so fucking ridiculous. Like, they're in this, like, fancy diamond, and it's playing this crazy music, and it's, like, this shootout with these gangsters.
Mm-hmm. They're, like, in Japan or something.
I enjoy the little Asian kid that they're kind of racist towards. As
Short Round.
He's the best sidekick. I like the plane scene where they, like, jump out of the plane, and they, like...
In the raft.
Yeah, and they just, like, raft down. It's super crazy.
You're really selling it hard to me right now,
dude. I know. I love this movie. I like how they like this the meal. They cut the snake open, and there's like baby snakes that come out, and then the bug scene like, where they're walking in the secret passage with the bugs. Like there's just I don't know. There's a lot of cool scenes in that movie.
So what makes
I think it has a childhood kind of thing.
It's just like
like
it's
I watched that
fond
a lot at
memories.
like family get-togethers. We watched it maybe. I've watched it maybe at least like 100 times probably.
I can't.
We
do,
owned it.
What's her face? Not.
The girl's annoying.
no,
the
for sure.
girl's annoying. That's 100%. And there's a joke about that.
I
in
could
family.
have been your greatest adventure.
Apparently, somebody was hooking up with her. That's how she got the.
No, that's
Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg's wife.
Oh, okay.
Or was at the time.
I know that was the running joke that I heard.
Yeah, no, that's 100% why she's in it.
director.
Yeah,
Family Guy?
Yeah, that's where it's from. Yeah, I like the main villain who's like got the heart thing, and then the end scene on the bridge is.
Oh, the bridge scene is
like
really
there's a
good.
lot of cool, but all three of those original Indiana Jones are great.
Yeah, I don't include Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
No,
I don't
no.
count it. It
But,
doesn't exist.
But this one it was the second movie to come out, so it's like I think 3 years after the first one, which was
Probably right.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it's set a year before Raiders of the Lost Ark, so it's 100% prequel.
It's totally a prequel.
Yeah.
I don't think it's addressed at all, though. The fact that it takes place beforehand.
It's dated somewhere though, because like
Yeah.
when I was researching it, it's definitely in like
Except
it's a
there are no
fact.
Nazis.
No Nazis, 100%.
There are a lot of racist undertones,
Lots
but
of
no
racism.
Nazis.
What? I don't even know what country that's taking place.
India.
Is it India?
Pretty
Most-
positive.
Yeah, they are Indian.
I'm
makes
almost positive the legend of those stones is an Indian.
The hot
legend.
stone that he throws at people.
Yeah.
God, that movie's good.
Yeah, there's the minecart scene and everything.
Oh, I forgot about
He's like,
Yeah.
where
Dude, I
short
kinda
round
wanna
like
watch
freeze all the.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch all. And he's like, Andy, I love you.
We should live critique it.
That got me in the feels when I was little.
It's a good one. I agree. If you get rid of Steven Spielberg's wife, I think
Yes.
that's a pretty solid entry.
And I like that she gets covered in bugs.
She is insufferable.
She is.
I don't have the best opinion of that one. I still like that. That's still a pretty good sequel. And when most sequels suck, or prequels even,
Almost all prequels suck. If I've learned
Yeah.
anything from researching for this
research?
one,
Yeah.
What about you? So that's my pick.
I'm going to go a somewhat out of the box choice. I'm going to choose Paranormal Activity 3.
Remind us what happens in Paranormal Activity 3.
Paranormal Activity 3 takes place when Katie and whatever her sister are and they're little girls, and they start experiencing the hauntings. The first time Toby, which is the demon monster thing from the movies, starts terrorizing them. It is, I think, has the best scares of the whole series. It has the best characters that you care about. It doesn't feel as tropey. It feels inventive, and it gives you some sort of backstory and understanding why these events are happening to them through the first two movies. I like the Paranormal Activity series. There are awful ones for sure. I think the first one, when it first came out, was cool and it was fun and it was different. It was a cheap horror movie that had pretty good scares in it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a lot in the way of backstory. I hate the characters. Like Katie and Mika both are super annoying. The second one was real bad. It gave a little more exposition of what was going on, but it wasn't much. But the third one really kind of told you why this was going on. And it has some really inventive things, like the camera on the oscillating fan. There are two scare bits that I think play so well. One is
I remember. I mixed them all up in my head, but that one is really good.
the mom is sitting at the table because she goes to night school or something. She's doing homework, or it's like a babysitter, and the fan rotates, and there's the stereotypical kid in a sheet ghost, and every time the fan oscillates, the ghost is closer until it's right behind her, and then she turns around, the sheet falls. And then, it's a babysitter. And then there's the scene where the mom walks in and the fan oscillates and it turns and she's standing there. It turns again and the entire kitchen is on the roof and it just falls.
Oh my
It
God.
plays well.
That's the one with Toby.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's when you mean that it's Toby.
Yeah,
That's the good one.
That is probably the best one.
He steps on the dude. All the guys in all these movies are assholes,
Yep.
and they all blow it off, except for this one, because the mom and the grandmother are part of a cult, and they're trying to marry their daughters off to this demon thing. This dude is I have to save these little girls, and in doing so, gets his back broke by a demon ghost monster thing. Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's not a good series, but that is a good horror movie in a bad series.
Now that you've reminded me which one it is, I totally agree. That one does
How
stand
many
out.
of those are there?
6, I think?
And
5
a
or 6.
spin-off? A 6? I think it's 5 and a spin-off.
Yeah, I think so.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, which are all about Katie.
Yeah.
5, which is Ghost Dimension or something, and it's also a prequel. And then there's a spin-off one, I think.
Yeah. There's a Spanish one.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
I meant to address it up top. You brought it up, actually. One of the dangers I feel in making a prequel movie at all is it's this push and pull between when you introduce a character, like where you introduce a concept without a lot of backstory, and people like the story, they're going to want to know more of the backstory. But a lot of the times, not knowing the backstory is what makes the thing interesting in the first place. And like getting up to that point, it only like ruins the character more. So I do feel like it's a really hard line to walk, as opposed to a sequel where you kind of get new ground to go forward. You're when you're doing a prequel, you have certain things you have to do, but you also have to make it new and interesting in ways that people don't expect.
You backed yourself in a storytelling corner,
exactly,
because you know where these characters end up. Like
Solo.
I don't. Yes. I don't. Solo, I think, does it well.
I agree, but I mean, Solo's a good example of that track that you have to follow.
Like, I personally don't think Monsters University is a very good movie, because the weight of what happens in that movie for Mike and Sully is you already know the outcome. And so the story, I just like, for example, Mike wanting to be a scare wasn't good to me, because you know how the movie ends as soon as it starts. So it's tough. I mean, it's not something that I personally want out of my movies. I'd rather sequels than prequels.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like prequels have ruined one of the best characters in cinema, Darth Vader. You know what I mean? Like 1, 2, and 3 explain things, and it
would only ruin.
It's a whole bunch of stuff that didn't need to be said that is done badly.
It would only ruin. It would only ruin Darth Vader if like that was the way you started.
Well, it
going
takes Darth
into
Vader from the most ultimate villain to this little bitch tragic thing.
Yeah.
And it reframes the entire Star Wars series from Luke being the main character to Anakin Skywalker being the main character.
That's fair.
And it just, it's. I love number 3, because I almost want to pick number 3 as one of my favorite prequels ever.
I think it's a notable prequel.
They're together, they're bad. You know what I mean? 3 is an individually cool movie because it's got some cool lightsaber fights and a lot of cool shit happens. But for what it does to the overall franchise, it fucks it up.
Well, so this leads me into I was going to try and categorize. So I got the best ones that are exceptional. They have risen above their prequel status. The good ones, which are good serviceable movies that you enjoy, but they're not anything special. The ones I was on the fence about that I figured you guys would have more opinions about. And the bad ones.
Well, let's hear them.
And I was curious to know, honestly, where the Star Wars things land, but I'm assuming it's not in the best ones, but maybe...
Number 3, I think, could argue be one of the best prequels. The other 2 are
there's
not.
Like 4 levels, and the fourth level is the highest. It's probably number 3.
You're right, because if we're talking the highest level, I mean, guys, when we're talking best prequels, I was told I could not pick Godfather 2.
Well, that's the first one on my list.
Which would have been there, and then the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the top.
And those 2 obviously are the best, but like we're not talking about cinema here. We're talking about stuff that like nerd people like, so that's why we're not picking those.
I mean, I'm perfectly happy talking about cinema here, but
I mean, we could do Godfather 1 and 2 are 2 of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, no,
number 1 is better than 2.
The only reason why I suggested that rule is because if we are going to treat this, I wanted just to think out of the box because those 2 they're better than the originals in a lot of ways.
They're really good though.
Yeah,
I like 1 better than 2 on Godfather, but the good, bad, and the that's the better. That's better. But those 2 are really. What else you got?
The other one I got here is Red Dragon. Yeah, the prequel to Silence of the Lambs.
I still think Silence of the Lambs is a better movie.
No, I agree. Silence of the Lambs is better, but I think
it's better than Hannibal.
I think it holds pretty close to the level of quality, and it's mostly due to you get a lot of star power in there. You get Ralph Fiennes, you get Philip Seymour Hoffman, you get Ed Norton, and everybody's pulling their weight. Like there's just
it's well done.
You don't get the same like visceral tension and fear that you get in the first one, but just based on like again acting pedigree alone. It holds up pretty well.
Ed Norton's such a good will. I mean,
the thing with that is like
embodies that character.
Red Dragon is Anthony Hopkins is so overshadowed by
he's
Red Dragon.
He's not a main character.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean. You know, and Red Dragon owns that movie. Who plays Red Dragon? It's
Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, and he's really good.
He is really good.
He's really good.
Yeah, and so Red Dragon's a prequel to Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal.
See, but it also has
I was thinking
Hannibal Rising.
What's the name of the that's the prequel to what? The Clint Eastwood one. I was trying to think. We should tell them what these prequels are too. You know what I mean? The Good, the Bad, and Ugly. I can't think of the other name though.
I can't remember either.
Someone's telling me. And then Godfather 2, is Godfather 1. What else you got?
I got the Planet of the Apes, the new Planet of the Apes movies.
Yep, those are great prequels.
As a whole, granted, some of them are better than others. I still haven't made it to the third one.
Oh, I was going to ask you. Yeah,
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
But
You're not missing much.
The whole series is really good. The whole series is actually probably better than the original.
Yeah, I would say the first one's not. It's fine,
I'm curious to hear what the worst ones are. Like the middle of the road ones are...
I genuinely didn't write that many down because I didn't want to waste my time.
Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas.
Right, like those kind of things. I also threw in a couple of TV shows because we've been on a recent tear in the last 10 years of prequel TV shows. I put in Better Call Saul for Breaking Bad, which is really good. I haven't been caught up on it.
Yeah, but that messes with time. That's not just a prequel. That's gonna go past Breaking Bad.
It will, yeah.
You know, that's a spin-off. I don't know if I would.
It starts as a prequel.
What I've seen is a prequel.
Yeah, you're right. But that show's great. Like, especially if people out who are listening watch Breaking Bad and you don't know about Better Call Saul, it'll scratch that same itch.
It doesn't scratch quite the same itch for me, but it's close. I'll get back to it one day. I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen Hannibal?
I love it.
Hannibal? Yeah, Hannibal is the best.
It is a great show.
Yeah, I would recommend that over almost anything.
Which is crazy that they were able to make a show about cannibalistic doctor on network TV.
The fact that it's on Fox, first off, that they were able to produce such a good show. It has a great cast.
Yep.
Mads Mikkelsen is excellent.
And it had money behind it, too. It doesn't feel cheap.
Fuller, I believe, was the showrunner. But what it does, as for what you're talking about, how do you relay that? Like, it does this really cool thing where you kind of interpret you're talking about the killer of the week. Part of that is Hannibal imitates the killers so that he can still kill people. So you know that Hannibal is doing this. So he's always inviting people over to eat. So it shows him cooking food and them eating. So you're not actually seeing
him. Yeah, you know he's feeding the people, but you don't know it.
Yeah,
right.
So it's you creating the horror, but it is super uncomfortable. When
That's great.
It's got such cool shots of him cutting up meats and him pouring wines, and it's really well.
The last season, I think it's 3 seasons.
Yeah.
The last season is the Red Dragon storyline, and it's, even though there's a movie, it's very different. It's very different.
And Red Dragon's done by Thorin Oakenshield from The Hobbit.
Yeah,
and he's really, really good. It's It's different than the Ray Fiennes one, but it's well done.
Even the story is different. But
Mads Mikkelsen is honestly I like his Hannibal just as much as Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, it's very good.
That's a very common opinion among the show watchers.
There's Hannibal Rising.
The movie's horrible prequel.
I didn't put that in the best ones.
Another prequel.
The only other one I have here on the best ones is actually a direct counter to what you were just talking about earlier. Is the Star Wars Clone Wars show?
Great prequel.
It's a great prequel, and it bridges that gap between what you're talking about, ruining the most badass villain on the planet, and working it into a way that one, he's a much more identifiable character. You understand him, you understand how he would be the protagonist of the series, and it makes his transition. I mean, it makes his story and his transition a lot more interesting than the actual prequel movies did. So I feel like for all the faults of the prequels, the Star Wars Clone Wars one almost redeems them almost entirely.
Because it is such a good bridge of the Anakin you get in the prequel movie to Darth Vader. And especially, what is the big episode where he goes on the planet? And he
the Force one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called.
That is such a good episode. And Anakin faces who he's going to become.
Yeah, it's like where the planet is the nature of the Force embodied. It's a really interesting episode.
Yeah.
Very abstract, but
the show is so good.
It's good.
I wish Dave Filoni would move to
I know, right?
Movies. The dude writes Star Wars so well. Any other ones?
So that's all I have for the best ones, unless you guys can think of any other ones.
No.
Nope.
I think we just go straight to the bad ones.
Can I just power through some of the other ones?
I just want to crap on some movies for a minute.
That's fine. I mean, you're welcome to crap on because there are things that I think they're good, like the Scorpion King movie. I love that movie.
Horrible.
With Michael Clark Duncan and
so
The Rock. It's great.
And it's not even hardly a prequel because the Scorpion King you get in that movie is not really the Scorpion King.
But it's still played by The Rock.
Yeah.
It still counts. I'm counting it. I put this one in here. They vary. The Hobbit movies.
They're not good prequels.
I think the Desolation of Smog fits into a good movie.
It's the best of the 6 Lord of the Ring movies.
That's still wrong.
We did a poll. No one voted for it. Fellowship of the Ring won. Two Towers was second.
Fellowship of the Ring is the worst of the 3 Lord of the Rings, so the poll is void.
Disagree.
Keep going.
I mean, the Two Towers wins. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I think Return of the King is the worst.
I put Solo in here because I
think Solo is a good prequel. Agreed.
It's fine.
I think
Certainly better than Rogue One, which is a bad prequel.
I don't think so. Rogue One.
I'm glad I haven't seen Monsters University, so you have a lower opinion of it than
I'm
a
not
lot
a
of
fan
people.
of it.
Monster University's fine. It's like Animal House, but with fucking cartoons.
Just because it takes place at college.
They're doing
They're
doing Animal House.
They have a fraternity. I guess that's true. They start their own fraternity. It is Animal House.
I got Kong Skull Island as a prequel to Godzilla Universe.
It's
I like
good.
that. Yeah.
Is
dude,
it a
Brie
prequel or is it a reboot?
It's a prequel because
To Godzilla.
we've
It's a prequel to
established the
Godzilla.
universe
Yeah.
with Godzilla.
It's a prequel to Godzilla.
Fair point.
Brie Larson's super hot in that movie.
She is very attractive.
And Sam Jackson's straight crazy Vietnam veteran, and I like it.
Don't get me wrong; they waste a lot of talent in that movie.
You know I hate in that movie?
Tom Hiddleston.
I've already talked about this?
You have,
No,
but you're
keep
welcome
going.
to talk about
No,
it if
keep
you
going.
want.
I'm not going to bring it up again. Him and his fucking too short T-shirts.
And his
you know what I
fucking
mean?
samurai sword. Yeah, it's
The guy who
ridiculous.
played Koba is also in that movie, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he
Oh, yeah,
dies.
Toby Kebbell.
Toby Kebbell,
You
yeah.
really think he's gonna have like a main part,
Yeah.
and then he
No.
just gets off for no reason.
He makes Samuel Jackson really upset. That's what it does.
And John C. Reilly.
Yeah,
And
John C.
John C.
Reilly.
Reilly.
There's a
John
lot of
C.
people in that movie. I put Wonder Woman on here. It's questionable, but
If you're not counting Captain America, I ain't counting Wonder Woman.
Batman, because it came out after Batman v Superman.
Well, hold on.
It technically counts.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It is-
okay,
it is a
fine.
prequel.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. And
It's a shitty prequel.
It's an okay
I think
prequel.
it's pretty good comparatively to a lot of the other ones.
Yeah.
And I also put in The Thing. I haven't seen it or the original, but I don't know if.
The new one is not good.
Okay, it's not good.
Yeah,
I didn't.
no.
Never mind then. Don't worry about it.
Don't include
A
that
lot of
one.
people liked it. I don't know.
Not good.
The questionable. I put the Star Wars prequels. Discuss
It's-
any particular order.
I think Revenge of the Sith is a good prequel. I think Attack of the Clones is the worst kind of prequel. And The Phantom Menace is slightly above that. Because I still affirm that Phantom Menace is a better movie than people give it credit for. But
I think Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones are better movies than people give them credit for.
Attack of the Clones is awful.
Dude,
Awful.
hold on. That gladiator scene in Attack of the Clones, I'm all about it.
The counter is
I don't care.
I hate sand. That's the lines of that's the quality of dialogue in that
That's
movie.
not a fair counter.
How is it not a fair counter? The dialogue is
and I
awful.
also, that's
is.
the only Star Wars scene. It has an action scene with C-3PO and R2-D2.
Again, you're proving my point. This movie's
Legitimately,
horrible.
they have their own action scene.
That is
That's
true.
so dumb.
That's pretty terrible.
Why? Okay, look, I get it.
How did that get made?
Natalie
Like,
Portman
how
is
did that-
attractive, but there's no reason she should be running around in a crop top
I know.
killing stormtroopers.
I don't care. I like that scene.
droids.
Don't hate.
It's not good.
The lightning scene with
I'll give
Yoda
you-
flipping around?
No, awful. That ruined Yoda. Everything you're saying, I dislike. I will give you the Mace Windu chopping off Jango's head.
Yeah, that was
That
cool.
part's
pretty fun.
When all the Jedi show up and they go up against the whole planet.
The droids, that part's okay, but like, there's so much that's not good about it.
I still say Revenge of the Sith is the worst one, but
What?
of all the Star Wars movies, I hate that one so much.
Are you
I'm not kidding.
are you crazy?
No, I'm right.
That Ewan McGregor, Anakin's
the first-
40-minute lightsaber fight alone. Do you guys understand what people like about Star Wars? It's fucking lightsaber fights.
That's what
Okay?
you like about
That's what
Star
you
No,
Wars.
like about Star
let's
Wars.
pull that fucking question.
Dude, a lot
Hang
of
on, wait. What are the other options?
Anything else?
people generally really like Rogue
The big
One.
thing
and
I
there
hear
are
about
no
Last Jedi is there's whole
There's
fucking
none
movie.
in Rogue One.
Not Rogue One. I'm talking.
I know.
Last
I'm
Jedi.
saying there's
no.
none in
I
Rogue
meant
One.
Last Jedi though.
You said Last Jedi. I'm saying there's none in Rogue
yeah,
One,
yeah.
and people
Well,
friggin' love that.
yeah.
movie.
Well,
even though it
that's
sucks.
a little different.
Yeah, this is the point I wanted to bring up while we were talking about Solo, and I forgot to bring it up. I want to talk about how dumb it is that anyone uses a bladed weapon that isn't a fucking Jedi.
Yeah, it's dumb.
No.
Because the only justification you can have for having a lightsaber with blasters is that you have like this amazing ability to tell things happening in advance. It doesn't make sense otherwise. Anyway, that was one of my irritations with Solo. I forgot to mention. Had to bring it up. So yeah, Star Wars prequels.
Episode 1,
Very.
Phantom Menace. I agree that movie's got a lot more than like. I love the pod racing. I do. I think it's fun. It's a cool scene.
You like the fun parts of Star Wars.
but you know what I don't like is that fucking kid.
No, yeah, no.
The kid's not. Jar Jar's the worst part for me.
Yeah.
the kid is okay.
The kid's bad.
The kid
he
is.
says yippee a lot.
The kid
I
is-
remember him saying yippee a lot.
He does say yippee a lot. The kid is equal parts hating Christians.
Yippee, and there's a lot of midichlorians and
that's awful. That is
Well,
wonderful.
and that's the crazy thing about the prequels is that There's a lot of good things that it did set up in this. I mean, he borrowed a lot from the expanded universe that already existed when that movie came out.
Yeah.
And so like the Jedi Council thing's cool. Like all the different Jedi and the lightsaber. I don't know. There's a lot of things in it.
Darth Maul was cool.
No, Darth Maul is very cool. There's a lot of visual and like structural elements I think that are inventive, and then that like he could have gone the Force Awakens route and gone exactly the same way that he went, but he went a very different direction, and I admire that.
It should have worked out better because
but there's a lot of bad stuff in it too.
Yeah, but like the whole war scene with like the Gungans and the droids, that should have been cooler.
Yeah,
I will say there are things about them that I can appreciate more now, being a fan of the Clone Wars series. Like General Grievous, I think the Clone Wars show is way better. And his like that backstory episode for him is really good, really strong. He just doesn't, he doesn't really get a lot to do in the movies. But what else you got?
I also put the X-Men prequels, including Wolverine Origins.
Yeah, I don't know. The further I get away from the X-Men movies, none of them are.
Days of Future Past is bad.
They're all real bad.
They're not a good series.
It's not a great.
The further I get away from it, that was your pick for best fucking prequel.
What?
The X-Men movie.
No, the X-Men First Class is good.
That's
all the other ones.
I don't even think it's that good.
See, here's why I agree with that, and I wanted to pick First Class as well. For Paranormal Activity and First Class, it's the same thing for me. They're good movies in bad series. So, like, the fact that you took these established characters or this established plot line and you were able to make a really good, like, individual movie in that is pretty impressive to me. That's harder than taking, like, The Godfather, which is already a classic movie, and you're just creating a new story with these younger characters, and it's already well-established good. For First Class, Matthew Vaughn took something that Bryan Singer straight up ruined, and he made a pretty solid
I think why I hate the prequel so much, the more I think about it, is I love Jennifer Lawrence. Like, Silver Linings Playbook is one of my favorite movies, but I hate
she's horrible.
I hate what they did with Mystique.
Yeah.
I hate how they recentered it based on her star power. And I hate how they made this character something she's not.
Yep.
Agreed.
And it's just, I hate that.
I do think now that we're talking about it, it is impressive that you recast the two most iconic roles in X-Men very successfully.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
very well.
With X-Men First Class, I would have been so much cooler if it would have been because that movie starts off with Magneto as James Bond. And it should have just kept doing that. Him just icing Nazis.
That beginning,
if he
he's in Brazil.
If he just iced Nazis the whole movie, that would have been cooler.
That's really cool.
We were just men following orders.
That's the best part of that movie.
The only other one I have under the questionable one is Alien versus Predator. How do we feel about it?
It's not great.
I enjoy it.
The second one, I think, is dumb, but people seem to like it.
Yeah, Alien vs. Predator, I don't even know if that counts.
It's in the universe. So the bad ones, the ones that I wrote down are the ones that I've seen and that I even remotely care about. The Prometheus and Alien Covenants.
Prometheus is not horrible to me. Alien Covenant is a horrible
It's so
movie.
bad.
Alien Covenant's
It's got a good cast.
real bad.
And, I mean, Ridley Scott has made really great movies throughout the years, but, man, that movie is hot garbage. Prometheus, if Prometheus doesn't have the dumb logic that it has in it, it probably isn't as bad as it. But the characters make such horrible decisions. Now, I would argue the decisions are even dumber in Alien Covenant, but that's what really boils that movie down. Damon Lindelof.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's...
Going back to last week.
It's bad writing. It's bad plot devising. I don't know. 300 Rise of an Empire.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's a really bad one.
I watched that once in theaters.
I did too. I saw it one time.
I've never gone back.
Sequel I did not need.
It's like the Sin City sequel, but those movies are so similar.
Yeah,
300 sequel and the Sin
It's a
City.
prequel too, right? The second Sin City movie?
I think
it
both.
jumps around.
Yeah.
But they both were
both have naked Eva Green in them.
They're both really good movies, really good original movies. The sequels had no marketing. They came out in the worst time with no money, and they were just awful.
I think 300 came out in March.
Yeah.
If
so
I
did
remember
the other
correctly.
Sin City.
Did it?
Dame to Kill For.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted that. I loved the first one.
First one's great.
And the second one is so fucking bad.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The prequel to the Harry
That's a
Potter.
fucking money grab piece of shit.
It is.
I don't think it's a horrible prequel. It's the problem with the movie again is sometimes I think prequels are needed, and that's what you're more enjoyable because of that. That movie's not needed.
No.
That's just J.K. Rowling. I want another $1 billion.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's all it is.
It's joyless and
the acting is fine.
No, and that's
I'm
the
going to
thing.
suck some money out of these people.
It's a basic skeleton of a movie with nothing else to it.
Yeah.
She's not a good writer.
I disagree.
She just had a good idea.
Let's fight about it.
Have you read the books?
She executed it well. Yeah, I mean they're well written, but like, have you read her stuff? She's writing under pen names.
No.
Yeah, it's not good. Like she just had a good idea.
They're
She
like about
executed it.
art theft. I don't care about that shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't read those, but I've read reviews. I know that.
Let's fight about it another day. And then the other one I have on here is Rogue One, the bad one, because I fucking hate Rogue One.
It's not good.
You guys are both crazy. Rogue One's not a bad movie.
Name me one character from that movie.
Jyn Erso.
Not Jyn Erso.
Cassian Andor.
Cassian Andor is a cool character.
Donnie Yen is the blind monk guy.
K2SO.
Dude, don't try me. I love Rogue One. Nah, it's not. It's okay.
It's that.
I fall on the other. It's not better. It's better than Han Solo.
No way.
No, I don't agree with that.
It's
totally
slow. It has characters you don't care about.
I think honestly, like if you watch it with New Hope back to back, it's a cool movie.
I would watch it with the last 30 minutes of Rogue One. Maybe.
I could tell you Rogue One.
Yeah.
With Vader just ripping people
badass.
up, and then when Princess Leia shows up, that's probably two of my favorite minutes in all of Star Wars.
I think there's more to it though. I mean, I like more than that. I could name a couple scenes I like.
The whole like going
like when Donnie Yen stands down against the whole group of stormtroopers in the beginning, and then
Forrest Whitaker's horrible.
Forrest Whitaker's real bad.
They're trying to save
He's
Galen.
not horrible. He's just hamming it up. He's Forrest Whitaking it up.
He's real bad.
Save the rebellion. Save the dream.
The whole trying to get Galen part is pointless. It serves no point in the plot, other than you find out Cassian was going to try to kill him.
Yeah.
Which you knew already, but Jin didn't. I don't know. I don't like that movie.
Man, it should have been Mads Mikkelsen instead of fucking Vision in Solo.
Yes.
That would have been a better role. That would have been a better role.
It would have been the exact same character he played in Casino Royale.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah, that would have been better. Yeah, Paul Bettany's so bad in Solo.
Yeah, he's not great. He's not. I don't think he's as bad as other people, but I think it could be better. Then I also wrote down some upcoming prequels that we're looking forward to, which are the Captain Marvel movie, which is set.
That'll be a prequel.
Set in the 90s in the Marvel universe, and the Shane Black Predator, which is apparently set between the first Predator and Predator 2. I think.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Is that official?
I think so. Cool.
All the technology seems pretty modern in it.
Yeah, or I just looked up sketchy things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Things happen, but
Cool.
I think that's prequels.
That's
Anybody
good
else
talk.
got any other ones?
No.
Nope.
All right.
I think we exhausted it.
Yep.
Yeah. Tried our best. Give it the old college try.
What have we been watching?
I finished Coco. That has got to be the saddest movie ever made.
Is it really?
I mean, I bawled like a little girl at the end of that movie. It is so sad. Like, it's not even sad that it ends sad. Like, there's a happy ending, but the last 20 minutes and everything they go through to get to that point, heartbreaking. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
Dude, sad.
It'll break your little
Miguel,
heart.
you're my thoughts in Paris. I got another whole season of Yu-Gi-Oh done. I'm 4 seasons down. I got one more to go. Joseph, it's 184 episodes in 4 weeks is how much Yu-Gi-Oh I've
How many minutes are they?
They are 22 minutes per. So
184 times 22. What
don't
is
do
that?
the math. And
Thank you, Uncle Sam.
yeah, God bless the USA. And I finally watched Annihilation.
And?
I really liked it. I
Did you like the first part or the second part?
I like the whole movie. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I'm a book reader. The movie is very different from the book. It is not even really about some of the same themes as the book is. It just kind of takes these characters and this environment and kind of creates its own story within that. I mean, we've reviewed it at this podcast. I would like to say some spoilers because I'd like to say my opinions on some things. Mm-hmm. Not alien Lena at the end of the movie. That is Natalie Portman, the original Lena at that moment. I do think she's infected by Area X, or I guess they call it the Shimmer in the movie. I didn't hate the psychologist as much, the director chick. I think it's some of the things you guys said. I think the movie tries really hard to make her very similar to who she is in the book, but also kind of try to make her a hero. There's no information given to her in the first book. In the second book, you get a lot more backstory about her. I think they included a lot of those things, but tried to maintain the character that's presented in the first book. But her whole, I'm going to try to kill this thing because she has cancer, and hopefully when it mutates into her, it adopts that thing. And you don't know that isn't why it caught on fire at the end. That could have that moment when she's down in the pit could be her giving herself over to it so that Lena may have an opportunity to kill it. There were some biblical overtones that were very obvious to me. For example, Cain's name being Cain because he kills his brother, his brother being the twin. Also kind of the Area X being almost Noah's Ark-esque, like when they see the deer, there's obviously 2 deer. I'm pretty sure one of those deer is a copy. They're not, they're not too like while it may be creating these things, it's also creating its own version of these things. Like somewhat like suicide overtones with Tessa Thompson. The only person I didn't really care for was, what's her name? Something Rodriguez, the girl from Jane the Virgin.
Yeah, no, she's no good.
She was kind of miscast to me for that role.
I didn't like any of the.
You like that bear scene?
The bear scene was cool. I told Joseph before we started, because I had heard you guys talk about it, I don't think those moments were as shocking to me as they probably were for you, because I knew they were coming.
Yeah, it's true.
And the stuff that happens in the book, while there's not like, there is a beast that kind of like chases them around, they never encounter it. And there is a creature, there's a combo of things. There's a thing called a tunnel and the lighthouse, and they kind of combine the two in the movie. But in the book, there's a creature in the tunnel. And it's habitual. It does the same thing over and over and over again. It's terrifying, and I wish it had been in the movie. I think it would have added an extra layer. I think it would have been better than the monster, the bear, because in the book there's this thing where like every time they go through this field, they hear this like roar at like 6 p.m. every night. It's the same time when they walk through the field, like they can hear it running, like chasing them, so they have to run through the field. I think that's supposed to be like the bear. But the monster that's in the tunnel, it relates to the lighthouse in a really cool way, but it's also very creepy and weird, and you definitely know it's a mutated human. Whereas the bear is like, it's probably just a bear that kind of adopted human genes.
Yeah.
This is very much, this used to be a person, and it's not anymore. So I feel like there's some missed opportunity, but because I like the elements of the book so much, I liked how they were included in the movie, and yet they were different and new and presented in a different way. The movie also picks some elements from this, like I said, the second book, like with the psychologist and with Lena like being interviewed and stuff like that at the end. None of that happens in the book. That's all from the second book. But yeah, I didn't watch much. Yu-Gi-Oh, Coco, and Annihilation. That pretty much tops my week.
It's fair enough.
Sorry, I talked a lot there.
No, it's perfectly fine. You weren't here for our Annihilation episode, so you deserve your...
I mean, I was here. I just didn't...
Right, well, you weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
So...
What about you, Joseph? I'm still thinking.
I watched The Incredibles. Rewatched The Incredibles.
Oh, I love
Still
The
great.
Incredibles.
Oh, it's so good. I forget how James Bondy it is. Because I always think of it as like, the superhero, kind of the deconstruction of these superheroes hiding out with their powers and whatever. I don't know. That's what I remember about it. And I don't remember how much it is like the island layer and sneaking through, the different corridors and the subterfuge and espionage aspect of it. It's just so fun. It's really good, and it balances so many different things. I really enjoyed it again. I'm looking forward to the sequel. And aside from that, I ended up finishing Devilman Crybaby.
Would you recommend?
I don't know. Look,
10 out of 10 Satanists would recommend.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first episode is the most brutal, like it's the most shocking episode in my opinion. And then it kind of like levels out into more standard anime tropes in the middle. And so I was like, oh, okay, I feel like I know where this is going, and then I didn't know where it was going. It's a show that just punishes you for caring. When I say every, I mean literally every single character dies a horrible, gruesome death on screen. It's kind of like if, on Game of Thrones when Oberyn Martell gets killed, it's kind of like if that happened for every single character in Game of Thrones.
What is this again?
It's called Devilman Crybaby.
It's an anime. You won't watch it.
You won't like it. Nobody, I don't know if that's the thing. I don't know if anyone should watch it, but at the same time, like, it affected me. And I don't know if it's just because I was shocked by it or if it was, like, impactful. I'm still kind of sorting that out. And then I tried out a bunch of different stuff, like one episode of a bunch of different things, and I've kind of settled into Attack on Titan.
I still haven't watched it yet. I'm way behind.
It took me a couple episodes to get started on it. I wasn't super into it, but now I'm like 10 episodes in, and I'm really into it.
Season 3, I think, is going to be released really soon.
Yeah, I know there's another season. I don't know which season it is.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Jesus, watch some live action shit.
I won't.
We're going too anime in this thing.
I refuse to. Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't watched much. I was just thinking about it while you were talking. I watched the NBA playoffs, and it's almost done.
It's not fun anymore.
No, it's the Game 7s were cool. LeBron winning Game 7 was cool, and he should have won Game 1 against the Warriors. But
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith went the wrong way. It was fucking hilarious. The internet had a field day with that one. It was fucking, the memes have been great. But yeah, they're going to lose. I've been watching a couple movies. I watched Road to Perdition.
Classic.
Good one.
It was dope. Watched The Martian again.
You just watched it.
I
not too
know.
long ago.
I watched it again. It's so good. And then I watched Black Panther again. And then for new stuff, the only other thing I watched the first episode of the new season of Westworld. And
You gonna keep watching?
I think I'm going to keep watching, but it's very apparent that they had a 1-season arc planned out.
Well, also,
and they had no idea what they were going to do in season 2.
correct. Also, Jonathan Nolan isn't writing it anymore.
Yeah, like
Oh.
his name's still,
Obvious.
but I mean, like complete story arcs are just completely different. Like Dolores is now like this
Completely different.
Yeah, she's a completely different character. Like she's now this badass. I know what I'm going to do. Villain. I'm going to kill all the hosts, and it's like that's not what you were doing the first season. It's like, and now she's. I don't know. I'm interested because they spent a lot of money on it. It looks great, but it's not. You could tell that it's a completely different show, going a completely different place than season 1. Now it's all about like the future and like the company and what they're doing. It was like it's not Westworld anymore. It's like. It's different. It's just like I respect a show that has a plan. This did not have a plan.
Yeah.
It had a plan for one season.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
then-
It had a plan to get you to Anthony Hopkins getting shot in the head.
Yep.
And after that, it has no idea what the fuck it was going to do.
Spoiler alert.
Hashtag spoilers.
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted, you reminded me of this. I didn't know, talking about Incredibles, Michael Giacchino obviously did the music for the first one, did the music for the second one. He also did Lost World, or the new Jurassic Park.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It makes me more excited for the movie because I'm interested to hear Michael Giacchino's version of the Jurassic Park score.
And I watched Ocean's 11. We already talked about that. Now,
Great
I
movie.
know I watched something else. Ocean's 11 is really good, though.
Bernie Mac, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Gone
God.
too soon.
It's kind
George
of slow,
Clooney
but
looks
it's fine.
so young in that
He
movie.
is very young in that movie.
Like, it's insane. So, it's
Before,
pretty good.
it's before he had twins.
I was about to say that's like Matt Damon around your favorite era.
Yeah, Matt Damon's
close-
Matt Damon's annoying in that
He's
movie.
like Rounders era.
Yeah, but he's real bad in that movie. He's the worst part.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
No, Don Cheadle's the worst.
But I feel like Don Cheadle has a
Don
terrible
Cheadle is also
accent.
annoying. Oh my god, you're right.
He's so bad.
I don't know.
That was a comment I made.
buy Linus.
Brasher or Dash? I don't know. He's like a fucking reindeer from Santa
It's
Claus.
already done.
We could be good to work with proper villains. That was
It's Boney. Boney Rubble. Trouble.
I don't have a
was
problem
good.
with it.
It's so bad.
I mean, it's a bad accent. I just think it's entertaining.
Yeah. In this podcast.
But Brad Pitt's got it going perfect.
Brad Pitt's so
him.
sexy
He's got his. He's basically being himself, which is the best Brad Pitt ever acts when he's being himself. So
He's chewing
I
stuff
think
all
Brad
the time.
Pitt is a good.
you know he's got a straw in his mouth, and
Uh-huh.
he's making a
Toothpick.
slick line, and he's gambling and
I mean, it
knowing
is.
things before everyone else does because the script was written that way.
We've already established that the Ocean's movies are, hey, look at all these cool guys being cool guys.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
it
whole
works.
premise. It's fine.
I don't know. I was pleasantly happy I watched it.
Elliot
It
Gould.
stands up really well, and Julia Roberts is like pretty hot.
Yep. Agreed.
It's fine.
I got to go
And-
home, guys.
No,
It's
it's
late.
fine. Yeah,
Let's
no.
call it. That's it.
Next week, Ocean's 8.
Yep.
Someone's going to watch it.
I'm
Probably all of
I'm
us.
definitely gonna watch it.
If you want to get in touch with us, if you want to throw us any more prequels that we missed, things that were better or worse than you think that we thought that we didn't tell you whether anything was better or worse than
If you want
Transformers.
Joseph to stop talking about anime,
I won't do it. It doesn't
gonna
matter.
I already got more planned.
I know. I do. I have more in the line when I finish. It's fine. But if you want to reach us, you can reach us at better. What is the other thing? BetterThanTransformers@gmail.com. You can also reach us on Twitter and Facebook at BT Transformers. Thank you to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. We'll catch you guys next week. Woo!
thanks guys.
Bye.
Deuces.